Alright, everything's up and running. Hello, Internet. We're doing the clue before TGSR tonight. The last episode of this batch was, I'm sure I've missed stuff in writing it up in note form, but, this is one of those, wow, there's just a lot happening here, and I'm, a lot of back and forth things, specifically. But anywho, before we hit some clue tonight, show off the soda block for the week. And of course, since we are still in backlog geo territory, Zonjis from Overkortzer, our first of 3 anagram riders. So they're just showing off more or less the scene from the movie where 01 does his early bird cameo at the end of the movie to fight a couple of the Kashyans, plus Zonjis. And shows off the Robo Rider attack that he has. And unlike the movie, he actually beats 01. Yeah, he has a chest part swap to facilitate the Robo Rider attack. And all of his trash bag cape, as people call it, is PVC. And they even sandblasted the figure to give this kind of a matte finish, I believe would technically be what it's called. I'm willing to call it a matte finish. But it looks really good. And unfortunately, there's not much else besides, hey, this came out, this is coming out. Or is already out. Drop a thing on the survey, which I'm very tempted. Because I think I still have one of the 01 boxes. I might hop on that survey and ask for a Shine System accessory part somewhere in the line. But Sunjus is not it for the blog this week. We also have Putoterra for the second Ghost Chronicle set. It looks really good. Like, really, really good. Most of the head is PVC, or most of the inserts on the head, I guess, are PVC. This part here is actually stickered. I will... Alright, it must be something with the Bandai website that just... Let me pull this up! Do I go over here? Yeah. Something about the Bandai website just does not cooperate with my little paint app. Or else I'd be highlighting things. Oh. Right, if I Google Translate this, can I then do the thing? I can do the thing when I Google Translate. That'll work. Oops. Let me get back down to where we were. Use the Google Translate version, that way I can highlight stuff. That works. Yeah, more or less. All of the wing bits here, that's all PVC, all painted too, which is really nice. And of course, the wings as well are PVC. And bendable. So they can get out of the way of poses. And it's molded in 2 colors, so more or less. The crotch here and the legs are in white, or molded in white, I believe. Because, as you can see here, the white on the forearms, or like the upper arms right here, that's actually stickering detail. Whereas the legs and crotch here are white. Got purple painted on the legs here for this part that's done in black. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad unstickered, to be honest. Looks. I think someone who has really good painting skills could have a ball with this one and bring out all the details. This comes out next month, and they showed that the Metagabria is available in both axe and gun form. Mullet on both sides. So you'll be stickering both. It looks a bit of a pain to sticker, because it looks like one sticker. I'm willing to say. Yeah, it looks like it's just one big-ass sticker. Ugh. Oh well. Oh no, it might not, because you can see... Got that little bit of the edge right here. That's not showing up well. Let me get something that'll highlight a little better. Yeah, there we go. There's a reason all of the sports broadcasters use yellow. It shows up well on everything. You can see on right here, there's that little bit of black plastic you can see. So this is probably one sticker. And I see the edge right there, so that probably wraps around. That or it's the edge of the other one. So that would make, like, the rest of this maybe one sticker. So that's like 3, maybe? It's in 2 to 3 pieces. So that may not be as bad. Then showing off that Metagabria, yes, can be held by other characters. So if you just want to throw the Metagabria onto, like, some other figure, you can do that. And Butotera is compatible, just like the old combo change figures, so... Then showing off the additional parts from the movie set. I'll be honest, I would display with the wings and tail active. And just science once more. And that's pretty much it for the week. Nothing too much else. The Sunges is coming in AI06 with Metal Hopper, which means once more I am piecemealing an AI set in the future, which is fine. I'm actually planning this week to just apply for whatever I run into. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what the hours will be like or how it will affect streaming stuff, but we're just gonna figure it out as we go, because I'm I'm tired of sitting on my ass waiting for an engineering job to open up and nobody to take me, so... I about figured that wasn't gonna happen. Ugh. Ooh. Sleepy. Even though I slept like from like 11 to like 2 or 3 today. The weird thing about being sick, it makes you sleep a lot. Like a lot. Like more or less, once we're done with the show tonight, I'm gonna hop off, down a dose of meds, and just crawl into bed and just go to sleep and just see if I get to sleep. Suspect 2 weapons, 3 locations. 1, 2, 3 setup. See how this shakes out. And I got a 101 sub today, after I got up. Well, that went nowhere fast. It's gonna be weird, because I feel like the competition is going to make sense on a long-term scale, because I think the reason there was this kind of break with Metal Hopper right in the middle of this arcade. Reason it was there to kind of like show the low point for Arto, but now that, you know, Metal Hopper is under his control, he more or less has an advantage on Thouser now. In terms of... Hello. You're on early.
Yep.
Okay, Orchid, what do you have? What do you have?
Also,
What's in your...
I don't know if you saw what I posted on Twitter about the challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got to thinking about it more, and I was like, the way that I'm keeping whether you're logged in or not, that can be exploited, can't it? And I'm like, oh, it can.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, when I had the thought, I tried it on mine, and I managed to not need the password to actually be able to change stuff.
That's not good.
Oh.
That's not good at all.
It should be fixed for now. I say for now because, I mean, I might come up with a better method, but it's actually using a little bit of the same stuff I used in the Super Mario Odyssey randomizer.
Ooh.
Which is something that I know does kind of work, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got traded another Poi Pole for a Poi Pole. Unfortunately, it does not have Dragon Pulse on it.
Oh boy.
I'm starting to think I might have a problem.
Yeah, you might. I got traded something weird in Wonder Trade.
What?
A shiny level 100 Gyarados. I'm like, So now that has me at the point of, now I've got to decide on how I'm handling shinies. Like, do I want that to just straight up replace the Gyarados I've got, or do I want to keep the Gyarados I've got and have shinies in a different box? So, yeah. This is going to be interesting.
For my stuff, a couple of my legendaries are shinies because that was the easiest way for me to get a hold of them. More or less, the opposite box art legendaries that I couldn't get access to, yeah, I have the shiny versions of them. From, giveaways and stuff.
That's funny.
Both my Zeranis and Yuvitals are shiny. Granted, I'll be able to get regular versions of them with the second DLC now.
Luckily.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason why I'm not super into getting the legendaries, is because I have looked in the GTS and it's always for stuff that I'm really not going to trade right now.
Yeah.
And it's a case of, I'm like, I'll wait. I'll see how much of a pain it's going to be in the second DLC.
I assume if it's... The catch rate will probably be garbage. But the raid itself probably won't be bad. I would think.
I'm wondering because it could be that they. I'm not going to say they do garbage rates for them being in the raid, but it might be a case of they do more like a rotation
Hmm.
through them all, like they've been doing the Gmax forms.
Yeah.
But it would obviously be a separate rotation from the Gmax raids we've been having.
Hmm.
Like I could see them still having a rotation for the wild area and then rotations specifically for each of the DLCs.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I get the fun of deciding on whether or not I want to just, let shiny trump whatever I've got in box currently kind of deal.
Hmm. I think besides those, my shinies have just been. It's over here in this box where I keep all the shinies I've ended up with.
I might wind up doing that. Just so I've got the common living final evolution decks for
Hmm.
Galar. Because I guess I've got to say it that way because it's not a true living dex, or I would have all of the evolution lines.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that crap.
Yeah.
Some would be easy, some would be a pain.
Hmm. I just see a thing on Twitter. I'm just like, why do some people care that much about dumbasses on the internet?
That's interesting.
What?
So when you dunk a shiny into the box uses the default sprite.
That doesn't surprise me. That's actually the way for uh shit. I think that's always been the case because they don't have shiny versions of the small sprites.
Yeah, but I would have figured they would have changed that.
Yeah, but
Especially with like Cerebi having the sprite images for, everything.
yeah, it's
I
just
would
weird.
have figured at some point they would have.
Hmm.
That's why I was like, that's honestly weird. And
I
a
can't.
lot of them, it's not that big of an issue
Nah.
because basically with Gyarados, it's throw a red filter over top of him.
Hmm.
And I think whoever had this one wanted him to be dragon water instead of water flying.
Mm.
Because the moveset he's got.
Ah. Ah, shit. Thanks, game. Thanks, game, for the garbage roll.
Oh. I think that might have been what it was flagging in home.
What?
Dragon Rage. Because the description for it
Mm-hmm.
says the move can't be used.
Oh.
And it also says that once the move's forgotten, it can't be remembered.
That makes sense.
Oh, so they straight up removed it for Gen 8.
Yeah, there's some moves that aren't in Sword and Shield.
Which, I mean, I guess technically Dragon Rage, that's fine to not have anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, some of them it's like, okay. And, you know, I didn't even see where this Gyarados actually came from.
The region it's from?
No, what game
Oh.
it was from.
Oh. You can...
Okay. So that actually narrows that down. That's either a Gyarados that has been passed all the way up to now, or that was caught in Let's Go.
Well,
Because it said that it came from the Kanto region.
Actually, you can tell if it's from the Let's Go games.
Really?
Yeah, does it have a little, like, Pikachu or Eevee stamp on the summary page? Or is it like a... 2 arrows going around in a circle?
You do realize I've got it in Sword and Shield now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was about to say, in home you can tell which one.
Yeah, in home very easily.
Yeah.
In Shield, on the other hand, not so much. I wonder, though, if I can still go back into home if it kept that information.
Should, I would think.
I don't know, because I know there's weird stuff when it comes to Pokemon that their moves or abilities don't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those, it's like,
I was about to say, I know you have one of those cards, Plum. You can't fool me!
Okay, does it not show it in the Switch one?
I was about to say, I know it's on the mobile one. I don't remember if it's on the Switch one.
That's why I'm like, fine, I'll move it back to home so I can check on the mobile. God, that's so obnoxious, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm dumb and missing it, but I doubt it.
I also... I don't know, crap. That would be something I'd have to check. But, it might not say what region it's from if it's from an old enough game. Like, if it came through Bank, it would be like, from a far-off region! Because some of that stuff in my game says that, even though I know where it's from. It's one of those...
You've not tried moving anything, though, up to, like, Shield to see what it says in... Or Sword to see what it says in-game, have you?
Nope, I can't. Remember, I have to pay premium to move from Bank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that feature that requires me to pay money. Granted, I can see what it says about myself.
And I've overwritten it now.
Ah.
So when you move it, it does override it. Because now it's got the shield icon up there, and I'm like, dang it.
Well, I know weapon now. Or... That puts me down to a 50-50 chance, depending on if Plum cooperates with me or not. But I think if you pass it through enough services over time, it just is like, we don't know where this came from anymore. It came from a far-off region. We don't know where the fuck you got this from.
I can see that.
So I'll go to literally.
Okay, so the only thing that I can say is honestly it's either a really old one or it's from Let's Go.
Yeah.
Because there is shiny Gyarados in Let's Go, so
yeah,
has to be one of the two. At least that flavor text doesn't disappear.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
I guess I wouldn't mind hopping in one if you wanted to set it up.
Oh no, my Charizard says it is from the Kanto region.
Oh, really?
Yes. And bear in mind, that is the Charizard that has been traded up from Leaf Green. Because that's my starter from Leaf Green.
Oh, I forgot about the remakes. So yeah. It could have even came from it.
Yep.
So pretty much it's either been traded for a while or it is
3657.
Recent.
Yeah.
Also put this over the top of the stream so I can't see.
I think I made it 3-man.
I think you did.
Oops. Oh well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Scarlet.
Oh, that's right. Effectively, I did wind up breaking it by moving it into shield before checking. Because now it is locked into only going into sword or shield. I wasn't thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look up the flowchart to see. Yeah. I done goofed. You know what? I'll leave Scarlet for you.
Nope. You know, with Ryusoger ending this next week, I might actually sit down and catch up on the show, just so I've actually finished it. Because I don't think Ryusoger is a bad show, it's just kind of a boring show.
Oh. I kind of dig what they did with Metal Cluster, by the way.
Oh, with the hopper blade.
Yeah, but my question now comes into: did that permanently fix everything, or are we still stuck to only that form?
It fixed everything. You can see Shining Assault Hopper in the preview next week.
Okay.
I specifically looked out for that in the preview, and I saw Shining Assault, and I'm like, oh, they fixed it. It's super fixed now. We've unfucked the driver. Good.
But yeah, I'm kind of fine with that. And I am so glad that guy got his butt handed to him.
It's so good. It is so good. And I love to. He's just like, wait, I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna block it with the human gear. It's fine. Wait, what do you mean the human gear didn't blow up? What do you mean you have a vaccine for this shit now? Ah, shit. You shit.
I love it.
And I love how he's just like, you won't win next time. And I'm like, nah, we're sweeping it this time. This is the entire point of all this. Was the build to this moment. So now your ass whooping is satisfying, and now you're just fucking done.
I love how I just got not the information I was wanting. It's like, nope.
But unfortunately, it does mean the Metal Cluster loses all of his metal stuff, which I'm sure is for budget.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, I'm fine with that. And
Also,
I mean, it does, but it doesn't, because the sword does kind of take up that part of it.
yeah.
So it's like, I guess it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized you haven't dunked Scarlet.
No, I haven't.
I love how we get quiet.
Yeah.
That just goes to show how much we were both thinking right there.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've had a thought with 01, and it makes me curious, because it's a thought I've had with, like, other shows before. They only have the one prop for the Authorized Buster.
I feel like you're right.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, we've never seen two people have this weapon at the same time. And it makes me just go back to Gaim with the Kiwami debut, where Bravo is clearly wielding his weapons, and then when Koto summons them, he's not wielding his weapons anymore. And I'm like, wait, where did your weapons go? Do you literally only have one prop for those weapons? So literally you have to go, nope, you don't have the weapons anymore. You literally pass them to Koto.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what that is there too.
Mm-hmm. Which now I'm wondering, like, okay, has there ever been a
Wow.
case where they've had multiple copies of the same weapon?
Wow.
It just garbage roll.
The
Yeah.
dice hate me right now.
Yeah, that happens every now and again. Just nope, nope, you don't. Your roll sucks.
Wow. Everyone goes to the dining room.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's the bank.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got fancy map.
I got fancy map pack. It's called the season pass, so.
Okay. Scarlet. That's a little worrisome. I say a little because that's what? You've got to be kidding me. Was that really?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Well, the AI just beat us.
But
that's why I didn't guess.
Right. Because that's when I found... That was the turn I found that out.
Let me guess. Peacock was suspect?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't guessing Scarlet, because I found that out, like, super early.
And to be fair, when I made the comment to that, we all three were guessing Peacock, so I was like,
7703.
That was one of those. I had my suspicion there, and that last turn actually verified it for me too.
Granted, I knew she had knives, so I'm like, I know you have that card. It was just the question of whether she had bank or not.
Did you say 7763?
7703.
Oh, 3. Glad I asked before I hit the button. Yeah, what's bad is I figured out some of the cards that you had by just, watching everyone else, and then that happened. That's why I was like, oh man. Leave it to the AI to nail one right on the dot.
Yep.
I probably should buy one of the map packs, but at the same time, I'm like, eh.
I think you just can buy. I think you just have to buy the season pass. I don't think you can buy the stuff individually.
Oh, really?
I think. Granted, you buy the season pass, you get everything forever. Of course, they have very slow turnout on content.
I mean, that's kind of to be expected.
Hmm. Oh goody, more rain. Oh joy. Like we haven't had enough rain in the last, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Hell, it got cold enough for it to snow for 2 hours up here, and then it was gone.
Oh, I pretty much can go anywhere.
That's the best feeling. It's just being able to go wherever.
We'll go that way. See what happens. Wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting to get 3 in a row right there with no.
Sometimes you just kind of luck into it, to be honest. Oh, and someone's pointed out on the... Well, weirdly enough, somebody on one of the Discords I follow pointed out the thing that I pointed out to you last night of, oh, Jin's more or less using the Shot Riser base suit and Shot Riser aesthetic. His belt must be a Shot Riser then.
You know, that could also justify a color change, because we do technically have 2 of them right now.
Yeah. And it would make sense for it to be a Shot Riser because, it's not like Hirobi found the room with all the prototype Shot Risers.
Yeah.
Who's to say he didn't make off with one of them?
Okay, then.
It's weird how much faster a game feels when you're playing with the AI.
Yeah, no. Because I've seen some of them you've done, and it's like, holy crap, this drags on forever when you got all people.
And it's not just people thinking stuff and picking stuff. I swear it's the netcode too, just being we gotta just get in gear real quick to get it over to the next person.
Oh, I got an inventory thing. I thought I've played this long enough to get all that.
Oh, the Steam cards?
Apparently.
I
happened to see one new item in inventory, so I was like, I thought I was done, actually, because it doesn't usually take long.
Snake Eyes. Fucking Snake Eyes. Fucking goddamn it.
Well, you got one good turn in.
Yeah. I have long since exhausted mine. I'm missing 4. And of course, one of them is Orchid.
Of course.
It's Orchid, Scarlet, Green, and Plum.
No, I'd be better off to do that. I'm trying to look at what I've got filled in and see the best option here. Because I was wanting to play a little closer, but at the same time I'm like, that one. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Also, why... Uh-oh.
What?
I've done a goof.
What did you do?
I've got to fix the card.
I know.
And hope that I'm right.
Well, no.
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it the way it was. Because I honestly don't know what I screwed up there.
Hmm.
I'll figure it out at some point. Because, yeah, I goofed something big time. You all aren't helping me any right now.
Of course not. The AI is never helpful when you want them to be helpful.
Okay, so I got a little bit of a redemption off of that. Still doesn't fully help the problem that I made, but it solved one of the issues I had, at least. Somewhat. I can't believe I did that. Basically, I used the numbers as a counting mechanism to see how many times that's landed there, and I've goofed that up. So I'm not out the guess and the potential of who has it. I'm just out of how many times that was guessed.
I'm used to doing them for which guess they've gotten through. So if this is like the first guess that's landed on, second guess, third guess, fourth guess, fifth guess. I've never ran out doing it that way. Granted, doing that way also lets me eliminate information, like, at the same time as me getting information.
That.
Alright, dice. No garbage roll. Good. Good. But then where to? And then what?
Okay. I don't think that helped as much as I thought it was going to, now that I'm looking at that.
Oh, really?
I said I don't think. It might have helped a lot more than I think.
Oh.
That was probably the worst choice I could have made because I have a bad feeling you've probably got this.
That depends. Very much so on how the next turn goes. Because right now, I'm not so sure.
Ugh. I feel like my screw up is going to cost me this one. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, Toy Fair was this weekend, and I kept being weird for me because I kept seeing stuff about Halo, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Because it was specifically Halo Infinite related, and I'm like, wait a minute, that game doesn't even really exist yet. How do we have merchandise for it?
Because of Halo.
I know. We don't even have proper gameplay for it.
Hmm?
Shit.
Yeah.
I had 2/3 of that!
You know what's bad? When you
What?
did library and it went so far, I had most of it filled already, so I was like, okay, it's probably library. You finished lead pipe for me, but I was stuck on the person because of that screw up.
Yeah.
I literally had two choices, and I would have had to have made a choice on it. It had to go around one more time.
Yeah, when you said it didn't really help you, I'm like, huh, about that! Because it gave me
it
literally
really
two...
helped me because I didn't definite have the location. That was more of a, I was going off of the idea of maybe. And yeah. It's like, ugh.
I was about to say, when you said
I
that...
went to the location right behind you.
Yeah, that literally gave me 2/3 of the answer when you said that, and I'm just like, huh, really? It didn't help you! But I had nothing for suspect except for one elimination. I had nothing. I was just like, I literally have to have the AI help me on this and like eliminate something for me to give me like a 50-50 or an educated
that was
30-30.
About where I was at with the suspect. I'm like, ah. Because it seemed like everything else was filled in. You got it set up?
Yep, 6973.
Because bear in mind, I kind of have the game overcross the stream part of it where I can still see chat.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what you're doing.
Bumbling my way to victory is what is more or less what Clue is every time.
Yeah. And the AI's being ruthless, it seems like.
Even though they're on easy.
Really? They're on easy?
Yes.
Did they upgrade the difficulty or something? Because, dang.
I don't know.
It's like they're figuring it out one turn ahead of us.
Sometimes it's just how it is. Also, I don't look forward to recapping the second half of this week's episodes.
Also, I didn't realize that literally we start next week's episodes with the soft introduction to Grateful.
Yeah.
I have been watching the previews for the last episode. I just
Hmm.
skip them when I'm chain watching.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I'm like, wait, that was this early? And we're not there yet? It takes 2 more episodes before we get its debut?
Yeah, no, you just get the big fucking blank icon sitting on a table for like 3 episodes.
It's like, dang. Oh, no, we're not doing that again. No. I almost did it again. I caught myself that time. I think it's because it stopped on the same person both turns, and that's what screwed me up the last time too.
Yeah. Yay, 1 location. Good.
I mean, at least you got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I pretty much have no choice on the matter because I was drugged to a room. The comedic side of me almost knows what that was.
What?
The other part of me is like, I better not guess it, though.
What, the card I got?
Yep.
Mm.
I know your luck.
Mm-hmm.
uh... I swear sometimes the game loves toying with me. Because it gave me all the choices that I could have possibly wanted, and I'm like,
I really wish Ridercraft would put an ETA on when their next update next update is, because they have more or less everything in 0-1 up to like
you've got to be freaking
Bowser.
kidding me.
What?
Scarlet!
See? See? This is why I try to dunk her in jail every chance I get. Because she does this to me every game.
I thought I had something to go with that time. Nope. Denied. I am not allowed to find out information.
Also, don't you love the last minute surprise from the last episode for Ghost of this batch?
And
It explains so much.
so little all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I seem to recall I had the same reaction this time as I did the first time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was the full confused, this is important why part.
Not like you've been helpful at all.
If anything, he's been the opposite of helpful.
It may be that's the entire point. I guess Spike does. I don't know. Is Spike still streaming? I'm curious if he's still going with the incredibly stupid run that he's doing with J Hobbs.
I have no idea.
It was all 3D Marios.
Oh, they're doing that.
Yeah, 80% all 3D Marios.
Oh God.
I think Spike's on 3D World.
That sounds about right.
No, he's still on Galaxy 2. In that 12 hours in. So he's in for the long haul. The extremely long haul.
I was gonna say, is it actually waiting on you, or was
Yes.
the game just being dumb?
It was waiting on me because I was not paying attention.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if the game was just trying to be dumb for a reason.
Alright then, game. Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of had me a little bit wondering right there if you might have just stumbled on the answer for a second.
To be fair, I do that, so...
I have no evidence one way or the other to have backed that up. That's why I was like, uh-oh.
Like, if I ran a clue tournament like John did, I would legitimately be able to probably eliminate somebody first turn by just bumbling into the answer and just being like, oh, I got it. You're all eliminated. Nobody moves on.
Sure, I'm gonna hedge my bet all the way around with this for no reason whatsoever. I have no idea if this is gonna give me anything or nothing. Okay.
Out of curiosity, where am I on your card order?
Very end.
Okay. I was always curious what that looked like. Because for me, you're just the first person. I see Bagel has decided that Lukagen's not going with John to PAX East. Or he wants to go. Which of the two? Granted, you can't see that, I know. Right, I know. I know the feeling of Pet wanting to go somewhere, but Doug decided to steal my mom's purse and take it to a corner of his and just be like, just sits there with it. Doesn't tear it up or anything, just sits there with it. Clearly demanding a ride.
Hmm. Let's just put it this way, your cards have me thinking.
Ah.
I did miss something. Okay. Actually... Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't mind me.
just
It's one of those, I've got information now, so it's like now I'm trying to figure out what all information I've got too.
mm-hmm.
Of course.
I'm gonna take a walk and say, shit roll.
No, no, it's just places I really don't want to go right now, but I'm gonna make the best of a bad situation here.
That is sometimes all you can do. Holy shit, someone did that GTS trade for me.
Ooh. That gives that. YOLO. By God, I know I at least have 2/3 of that. Ah!
I was about to say you're wrong, that's my card. I have lab.
So then,
I've got crossbow.
That's that.
I have crossbow bedroom lab.
You do realize that doesn't actually 100% answer everything. You've got to be kidding me.
Scarlet.
There's who has Scarlet.
I was about to say, yeah, she's had Scarlet since turn 1.
Earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great, I've been dumped in jail by Scarlet. I'm sure that's karma.
So you didn't have a person?
Nope. I had a weapon in 2 locations. Yeah, I had...
Do
what?
Yes, this broke.
Yep, of course it did.
So you didn't have a person?
No, I did not. I had the location you guessed.
That figures.
Yep. Someone actually...
One more?
Sure. $8375. Well, since I've dunked that peacock in jail, to the next one! Someone actually traded a Pidgey for my Rookidee. So I've got Pidgey registered now.
I mean, truthfully, that's bird for bird.
Mm-hmm.
Four person?
Yep. Which means everyone gets 5 cards.
Actually... Actually, no, you and me do.
Oh, did I get?
They only got 4.
Oh. Oh. 5-4 split. Okay. I didn't remember what I thought it was 5 cards each.
But no, the reason that I was saying I didn't get a roll that I wanted on that last one is because if I'd been able to hit that location, I would have been able to figure that out. But no, I got stuck with 1 that I barely had any information with, and 2 that I had in my hand. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
I refuse to not meme!
Oh, Scarlet didn't tell you no. You didn't just... you did, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Memes! Fucking memes!
That'll never happen again.
No, no it fucking won't.
First turn guess.
Yeah, literally first turn guess.
God. Okay, well I intended for that to go a little longer, so do you want to try one more?
Let's try one more, and I not first turn guess the goddamn video game again. Fuck's sakes. 8366.
That's why when it went back around, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You didn't just actually do that. I started to not even mark it, and then I was like, well, no, I better.
Well, Ikazuchi finally got himself a Gamba Rising card, and it's a card where he's using one of the Rider Progrise keys. Guess which one?
Which one?
Forze.
Wow.
Because he's an astronaut!
Man, that's fitting, at least.
Yeah. Also, I saw a couple people upset that Izu's name is actually spelled is. I say to them, Toei romanization is dumb. It's okay.
Very true.
Granted, romanization in general is like difficult because there are what was it? There's just certain sounds that just don't exist in the Japanese language. It might not be sounds. Syllables? Or not syllables. That's not right. It's a certain something in language the Japanese language doesn't have, which causes the disconnect. I wish I could remember what it was. Good. Good, the game will last more than one turn.
For the record, I can say this actually now. That card got showed twice in a row. I love how you both managed to hit it. I'm like, well, these are going nowhere. Decisions. I don't know what I want to do. I guess that. I'm an idiot. I probably should have went the other way, but oh well. Too late for that. Because I know what always happens when I get down in this corner. I get stuck for an eternity. Always. Because I'll try to get away and someone will yank me back down here. Or, you know, that'll just happen and I'll never get information.
Oh no, Rooster Teeth's really moving up in the world for their animation department.
How so?
They're doing the new Transformers animated series that's on Netflix. Or it's gonna be on Netflix. I was surprised to see them say that. I was just like, wow, that's a fairly big deal. Well, Badger went nowhere.
At least it was the AI that went nowhere.
Yeah.
Nope. You didn't kill the person.
Nah, yeah, of course they didn't.
Yeah, because you watch. I'll try to get away from here, and now I'm going to be yanked right back. Because that's just how this always winds up working for me. Lack of information.
Yeah, that's there's a lot of that going on.
It's like we're all just shutting each other down.
Yep.
You weren't lying when you said there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten past one person, what, once or twice kind of deal?
Once as far as I'm seeing.
That might be the case. I've lost track. It's one of those I keep getting information, so I can't tell what was done as a pass through and what wasn't, because I keep getting shut down too. Well, at least I got pulled to the other corner this time around.
Which one, Charizard? Because depending on what it is, I might be able to tell you exactly what it is. Oh, the brain special! That's a part of Geo, technically. More or less, it's a 2-episode special that aired, I forget where it was aired, but it was during Geo's tenure. And it's more or less, here is the final Heisei Rider. Brain. It's all for comedy, mind you.
In all honesty, the true final Heisei Rider.
Yep.
I don't count Geo.
Well, Geo wouldn't even be the final Heisei Rider, because the Brain came after him. Therefore, Brain is truly the final Heisei Rider. And I guess, technically, it progresses the Drive post story, kind of, but I don't know if anyone will ever pick up on that, so I don't think that part ever matters. Oh, that's Heart. That would be Kamen Rider Heart from the Heart V Cinema for Drive. To be fair, it's a kit bash of, what was it, the Trideron suit and Heart's suit, more or less.
Yeah.
In some weird amalgamation.
And it just honestly doesn't work.
Yeah. Granted, you have Kamen Rider Heart and then Kamen Rider Hard, which Heart is the Speed Wild Technique suit that is now in official form.
Oh god, it is. That is... wow.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for another Kuga. Great. Grant, there's many things I don't care for in Geo, so...
Hey, you made it past me.
Yeah. To be fair, it makes sense because Kuga's motif is of a stag beetle. So here's a giant stag beetle monster that kind of looks like Ultimate in terms of like armor design, but it just kind of doesn't work. Because they then went, oh, here's the actual Ultimate version of the another Kuga suit that has 4 arms and is slightly differently colored. Granted, it also doesn't.
You have got to be kidding me right now.
That was Kakai. The Kakai? One of the future riders from Geo. No. Hang on, let me pull it up. Yeah, this guy. This guy, who's literally just a Guardian suit, slightly modified. Who's also played by the guy who played Kikaider in the new Kikaider movie. Because, puns upon puns. And technically I would kind of call him a Showa writer because his, like, backstory... Yes, he did. He has a watch for all the future riders besides, Hatari. But that's because Hatari just showed up in the Shinobi special. Hey, thanks, Charizard, for the one-man host. See if I can pull him up.
Hmm. Also, you're up.
Well,
Dang it, I was that close to it also. I literally just figured out everyone's cards.
ah.
Oh yeah. Which was white with the rope in the conservatory. Oh, you used the default one that time too?
Yep. This is Atari. He showed up in the Shinobi Rider Time special. I think like 3-episode special. He's more or less Shinobi's secondary rider. And as you can see, yes, that is Dark Drive. For the most part. Very, very clearly, this is the Dark Drive underneath all of it. Yes, it is a lot of orange.
Which it could have looked worse.
Yeah. Yeah, Tatari's technically the only feature writer Waz never got a watch for. I don't.
I'm sure
Granted,
they'll fix that at some point.
I hope not. You ready?
Setting up OBS right now.
Alright. I'll update the dashboard real quick.
And that should be good.
$17 through $20?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna let you in on something that might actually help you out too. The watch list. I went through and put dates. That way, if I forgot where we were at, then I could just look at the date. Obviously, if we skip a week for whatever reason, then that might throw a problem in it, but that would be good as a starting point.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Anywho, I'm going to take the stream down real quick, and we're going to be right back doing TGSR for this week as we look at more Ghost. See you in a bit, folks.